aren't here because you love Javed Daya. You are not here because you love Javed Daya. You are here because you want to learn maths. And Nuzeyha and your Javed Daya are going to make maths interesting by doing two things, okay? By doing two things. The first thing is we will stop over complicating maths. Now, you guys know in your syllabus, maths is overcomplicated, right, Nuzeha? Maths is like a boring subject, too poor subject, right, Nuzeha? Have you fallen asleep during the maths period in school?
Yes, I have. I literally slept during the maths exam.
Exactly. I was also there. I was behind you when you were sleeping. So, yes, maths is boring in Sri Lanka. So, we're trying to make it interesting. So, if you can help us by sharing the links with your friends, with your family, right? Next door, auntie, Achi Amma, anybody, okay? Share it if they have a device. Even fridge, okay? Now you know, Nuzeya, fridges have smart options. So if you have a smart fridge at home, join using the smart fridge. Smart watches, yes, join using smart watches. So as much as you can, share the links with your friends and give us a podi support, right? Seen a support on the thanga, right, for us. So again, if you guys are here, you know that we are going to be learning about a super complicated lesson. What is the lesson called in Nuzeha? Are you familiar with the lesson? Do you remember? It is called calculating the interest for the reducing balance. My God, look at how long the lesson title is. Calculating the interest for the reducing balance. It sounds difficult. It sounds complicated. So, Nuzeha, are you dealing with interest? Interest ikida, Nuzeha?
No.
Exactly. Interest is haram. Okay. Now, remember, I'm telling you now, okay, interest is haram. So, no one do this practically. No, like biology, okay? When you guys learn biology, do you ask madam practical on the save me vangale madam? You don't ask madam practical, right? Haram. So, like that, interest is haram. So don't do this in real life, okay? Vanda serpa ladipom. Nuzeya especially, if she gets angry, she's going to find your address and beat you with a slipper, all right? And beat me also. So don't use interest in real life. Interest is haram. Even if you are not Muslim, don't use interest in real life. Interest is haram. But in your syllabus, when you get the maths paper, can you write? The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has said that interest is haram. Therefore, I will not attempt this. No, you can't do that. So, if you want the A, you have to learn calculating the interest for the reducing balance. So, your Javedaya and Nizra Dadi is going to teach you guys to calculate the interest for the reducing balance. So I have a valuable presentation here to teach you Nangis and Mallis about calculating the interest for the reducing balance. So the first thing is you have to become familiar with the topic calculating the interest for the reducing balance. Calculating the interest for the reducing balance. So today we're going to talk about the shortcuts. I don't like overcomplicating maths. I told you in the beginning, right, Nuzeha? First, maths is overcomplicated. Second is maths is sariyana boring. So we don't want to overcomplicate the lesson. And then we don't want to make the lesson boring. Sir, who is Nuzeha, a teacher? Yes, Fazwin. Nuzeha is my teacher. She taught me maths. And now I am teaching you maths. So as I was saying, say Nuzeya Dati, not Suma Nuzeya Selvan, say Nuzeya Dati. All right. So I'm going to share the screen right now. Let's get down to business, baby. They care about you more than they care about me, Nuzeya. All right. Okay. Let's move forward. Nobody cares about Javed. Yeah, that's okay. I'll still teach you maths. Suba Mohote, Lahi Lahi, let's share our screens. So, are you familiar with the lesson of interest, the macro lesson? The main lesson called interest in our syllabus, Nuzeha. So here's the deal. Before we talk about calculating the interest for the reducing balance, I'll walk you Nangis and Mallis through the three types of interest we have in our syllabus. Nuzeha, interest ikida. Okay, so say no because it's haram. So as I was saying, there is a lesson called percentages, okay? Percentages is a lesson that you find in your grade 10 and grade 11 textbooks. You have 5 textbooks in maths, right? So what a headache. You don't need 5 textbooks to learn maths. We'll prove it to you. So under percentages, we have a micro lesson called interest. All right? We have a micro lesson called interest. I'm kind of nervous. My hands are shaking. Not because of you, because of Nuse. I'm kidding. There are 3 types of interests. One, we have simple interest. So you might have learned about these. If you haven't, we'll talk about these in the future. All right. So, Fazwin, what a question is that? My God, Fazwin, okay. Can't people talk in a friendly way? In a Koduma, right? Look at the Samudaya Nuzeha. Can't people talk in a friendly way? Come, Nuzeha is like my sister, Fazwin, in a Koduma. All right. So as I was saying, there are 3 types of interests in our syllabus. We have simple, then we have compounded, and finally, we have calculating the interest for the reducing balance. There are 3 types of interests. Out of these 3, calculating the interest for the reducing balance is chuttak vitara difficult. The main reason is because in the textbook, this lesson is a bit complicated. In the textbook, if you learn calculating the interest for the reducing balance, it becomes super, super difficult. So as I was saying, we're going to make your journey easy, all right? We're going to make your life easy. Stop reading the messages, Nuzeha, all right? We're talking about, you are reading the messages, right, Nuzeha? We're talking about calculating. That's why they don't call me the grandmaster for no reason. Nuzeha, have you purchased anything, any product, any item, any appliance to pay later? You buy now, you pay later. Credit card, you pay monthly. Have you done it?
No, not using credit card, but I have purchased using Coco. You know the app called Coco?
Yes, this is sponsored by Coco. If join now, right? Coco, the app, exactly, Nuzeha. So this session is sponsored by Coco. Go click the link and download Coco. Go to the App Store and download Coco because this session is sponsored by Coco. So yes, if you pay later, they will give you the option to pay in installments. This is basically buy now, pay later. What you're doing is, now if there is an appliance like a fridge, like a phone, like let's say even a motorcycle, right? You have the option to buy now and then pay later. We love it. We love to buy now and pay later. But this is classified as a loan. When you buy now and you pay later, this transaction is classified as a kind of a loan. So you know that no one will give you summa loan, right? They are going to charge something called interest. So the interest should be calculated for this buy now, pay later format. You have to calculate the interest for this buy now, pay later scheme. How do you pay later? Nuzeha, do you pay at once or do you pay in installments? What do you think, Nangi?
In installments.
Absolutely, you pay in installments. You pay in installments. That means you don't pay everything at once. You pay chutta chutta, chutta chutta. You pay once a month. You pay masikava. You don't pay everything at once. So you pay this loan by using the installment method. But before you calculate the installment, Nuzeha, so now tell me, let's say that there is a product for 60,000 rupees. All right. If there are 6 installments, let's say that there are 6 installments, Nuzeha, per installment, how much of the loan should you pay, Nangi?
10,000.
One more time, if there is 60,000 rupees of a loan, and there are 6 installments, January, February, March, April, May, June, you have to pay in 6 installments. Per installment, how much of the 60,000 rupees should you pay, Mage Deyo?
10,000.
Absolutely, Nuzeha, genius. You are 10,000 rupees should be paid per installment. So can you identify, Nuzeha, that all of the installments are of the same amount? One installment isn't 20,000, the other one isn't 5,000, the other one isn't 9,000. All of the installments are of the same value. But what's the problem? Will they give you a loan for free or will they charge interest? They will charge interest. To this 10,000 rupees, we have to add interest. What are we doing? We have a loan and we are paying that loan back in installments. Or you are buying an appliance and you are paying off that appliance in installments. Buy now, pay later, right? The paying method. How do you repay the loan? If you take the loan, you can't be like, okay, tata, bye, I will never see you again. No, you have to come back and pay the loan. So if you have a loan, if you purchase an appliance, you purchase a vehicle for an installment plan, it's called buy now, pay later. If you have a loan, if you have taken a loan and you are paying that loan off in installments, the amount of the installment must be the same. So let's do something practical here. There's a small note part that we will talk about. There's a small note part that we will talk about. But before that, remember, Baba, if you take a loan, you have to pay back the interest, right? No one is going to give you a loan for free. You have to pay back the interest of the loan. So let's talk about calculating the interest for the reducing balance. There's a small note part here. So you can write this note part down if you are a studious pupil, if you are an enthusiastic pupil, you want A for the exam. What you can do is you can write this note down. I'll give you some time to write this down, but now pay attention. When purchasing an item, to pay it back in installments, the interest is calculated for the reducing balance. That is the lesson. When you purchase an item and you are going to repay the loan in installments, when you buy now and you pay later, you calculate the interest for the reducing balance. Because can you understand, Nuzeha? Now again, let's go back to the original example. Let's say that there is a 60,000 rupee loan, okay? 60,000 rupee loan. So I want you to imagine this 60,000 rupee principal amount as a kind of a cake. You like cake, Nuzeha? You like making cake. You like baking cakes.
No, I love
Ayo,
eating
no, sad. I love eating cakes, but sad. You don't know how to bake cakes. Sad. Okay. Aulakna, what's your favorite cake flavor?
chocolate.
Okay. Can you guess what my favorite cake flavor is?
Strawberry.
Cheesecake. Strawberry. Oh man, no, it's cheesecake. All right. I hate strawberry. Okay, so gonna move forward. But cheesecake isn't a cake though, right? It's not really a cake.
It is a
I
cake.
mean, is it baked? Do you bake cheesecake?
Yes, you do.
Okay, all right. So it's a cake. So cheesecake. So imagine that there's a cake and you are supposed to pay this in 6 pieces. This piece is called a mukakda nuzeha. You are supposed to pay this in 6 pieces. This piece is called a, you know the word Nangi.
Installment.
Absolutely genius. You are. Well done, Nuzeha. An installment, one piece is an installment. So obviously, the 60,000 rupees, right, is broken into 6 pieces, right? The 60,000 rupee loan is broken into 6 pieces because there are 6 installments. But now, like I said, Summa, no one is going to give you a loan. What they are going to do is charge you something called interest. By the way, Nuzaya, tell me, if you take this 60,000 rupees and cut it into 6 pieces, what is the size of one piece, Nangi?
10,000.
10,000 it is. My God, Nuzaya, you're a genius. Are you sure that you want to, are you sure you don't want to come and teach? Because my God, Nuzaya, you're a genius, Nangi. So as I was saying, yes, one piece is 10,000. But like I said, they are not going to give you the 60,000 rupees for free. They will charge something called interest. All right. They will not give you the 60,000 rupees summa. They are going to charge you something called interest. So let's say that the principal loan amount, this 60,000 rupees, Nuzeha, in our syllabus, we call this the principal loan amount. So principal means main. The main loan amount is 60,000 rupees. For the principal loan amount, you calculate something called interest. For the principal loan amount, you calculate something called interest. Why do we calculate the interest? If not, there is no profit, right? There is no profit if you don't calculate interest. So that is why we have to pair not only the 10,000 rupees, right? We not only pair the 10,000 rupees, we also pair a part of the interest. So as I was saying, let's say that the interest is 600 rupees. All right, let's say that the interest is 600 rupees. What is the interest per month, Nuzeha? Can you tell me, Baba?
100 rupees.
Absolutely genius. You are 100 rupees. It is, Nuzeha. 100 rupees it is. So we have to calculate the interest, Nuzeha, in the beginning or in the end. What do you think?
In the end.
Actually, no. In the other examples, simple interest, compounded interest, you calculate the interest in the end, at the end. But here, you must calculate the interest at the beginning. I'll tell you why you calculate the interest at the beginning. So, Nuzeya, can you tell me what is the installment amount? What is the price of an installment?
10,000.
10,000. Where's the interest, Nuzeya?
1,600. Or 10,100.
10,100. Well done, Nangi. So think about it. The price of an installment, the price of an installment is 10,000 plus 100. 10,000 is a piece from the principal loan amount. 100 is a piece from the interest. So 10,000 plus 100. That is the price of an installment. An installment is 10,100. Nuzeha, tell me, this 10,100 should be paid in how many months?
In a month.
Not, 1 month, but how many months of 10,100s must I pay?
6 months.
Absolutely, 6 months. So after the 6 months, will I still be in debt? Oh, is the loan clear?
The loan cleared.
After the 6 month, the loan is cleared. That means I must not only pay the 10,000 rupees of the principal loan amount, I must also pay part of the interest. So again, Nuzeya, do you calculate the interest at the end or in the beginning?
In the beginning.
In the beginning, because if you calculate the interest in the beginning only, can you figure out the price of an installment, right? If you are the customer and you are purchasing a fridge, I must calculate the interest in the beginning and then tell you the installment amount. Isn't that easy? So you Nangis and Mallis can write this down. When purchasing an item to pay it back, a screenshot don't write it down. Screenshot work smart, right? When purchasing an item to pay it back in installments, that means buy now, pay later, the interest is calculated for the reducing balance. When you pay the monthly installment, the principal loan amount will decrease, right? Isn't that so? So every month when you pay, your principal loan amount is going to decrease. That's why it's called the reducing balance. That's why we call this calculating the interest for the reducing balance. So in the end, you have paid off the loan and you have paid off the interest. But you must calculate the interest in the beginning. So in the interest must be calculated at the beginning. Only then can we figure out the monthly installment. It is a very simple lesson. And this will become Aida. What's going on? Hi, Aida. Meet Nuzeya, Aida. Aida says hi to you, Nuzeya. She says you look pretty. How am I? I'm doing good. Thank you so much for asking. All right. Where is Salma says? Aida, very funny. Okay, gonna move forward. So here's the formula to calculate the interest for the reducing balance. It's very simple. You have borrowed a loan and you are paying the loan back in installments. That means you buy now, you pay later, you are paying the loan back in installments. Before we calculate the installment, we must calculate the mukak the nuzeha. We must calculate the
interest.
Absolutely, you are right. We must calculate the interest. So the first thing that I am going to do is I'm going to give you the formula. Without the formula, you can't calculate the interest. There is a formula that you must memorize. You must memorize this formula. And now you might ask me, Javed sir, in maths, our teacher told us not to memorize. Yako 2 pi r squared. Did you invent this? I'm not talking to you, Nuzeya. I'm talking to everyone. 2 pi r squared. Did you guys invent this? No, everybody memorized this formula. These are the respective formulas to calculate the circumference of a circle and what's the other formula, Nuzeya? The pi r square is the formula to calculate the what of the circle? Area of the circle. So you have memorized these, right, Nangis and Mallis? Nobody invented these formulas. Nobody asked the teacher where the formula came from. Madam, where did this formula come from? No point of asking that. If you are a very studious pupil, if you are a pupil who wants to become an engineer, right, then you can do your research about these formulas. But for your O levels, you don't need to worry about where these formulas came from. You only have to memorize the formulas. One more time, listen very carefully. You are memorizing the formulas. If someone told you that maths is not about memorizing, they haven't done maths properly. If you do A-level maths, there will be hundreds of formulas. You cannot arrive to those formulas without memorizing them. Even now, you can tell me that 2 pi r squared was memorized by you. The formula for Tn and Sn, arithmetic and geometric sequences. The formula for arithmetic and geometric sequences. You memorized those formulas, right? So now you are going to memorize the formula to calculate the interest for the reducing balance. What's going on, Shahada? Meet Nuzeha. Nuzeha says, Shahada says hi to you. So many girls are curious about you, Nuzeha. Can you believe that not one boy asked me about you? It's all the girls here. Okay. So, as I was saying, there are three, here's the formula. It's month into month into month. Month into month into month. Do not look at the textbook. In the textbook, වැඩේ කචල් කරලා තියෙන්නේ. If you want, after the seminar, you can go through the textbook. The textbook will make this lesson more difficult. The formula is month into month into month. It is monthly loan amount. Monthly loan amount. What's going on, Shri Ram? Hi, Shri Ram. Thank you for joining. There is another thing called month units. And finally, we have something called monthly interest percentage. Now, using this formula, Nuzeha, what can you calculate, Nangi? Tell your Javed Daya.
Interest.
What interest, Nuzeha?
Sorry?
What interest,
Interest
Nuzeha?
for the installment.
Absolutely. The reducing balance interest. The interest for the installment. Well done. You gave me the answer. But in our syllabus, we call it the reducing balance interest. So once you calculate the interest, only can you figure out the installment. Once you calculate the interest, only can you figure out the installment. There are exam questions. There are questions taken from past papers that we are going to attempt in this class. And you will understand that using this formula is crazy easy. Using this formula is mara easy. Write this formula down very quickly. It's month into month into month. Everybody here in the meeting. Shri Ram also says, hi, Nuzeha. All right. So as I was saying, month into month into month, it's monthly loan amount, month units, and then monthly interest percentage. Those are the 3 points that you have to use to calculate the interest for the reducing balance. What is a month unit, sir? You might ask me. So what are month units? I'll explain what they are. But again, remember, you don't have to know where we got this formula from. All you have to do is memorize the formula and apply it. For our O levels, you don't need to prove these formulas. The formula is proven in the textbook. but then you don't need to prove it in the exam. One more time. Monthly loan amount into month units, and finally, monthly interest percentage. Let's do one question, baby. Theory done. Theory ivarai. Let's do a question. Everybody here, try to attempt this question now. Write the question down. This is a question that you can get in the exam. In the question, Nuzeha, they want you to find the amount of a monthly installment, right? Ifat Mariam, what's going on? How has life been, Ifat Mariam? So, coming back to the point, once again, here is a question that you might see in the exam. This is about calculating the interest for the reducing balance. So tell me, Nuzeya, what's the principal loan amount? Look at the question and tell me, Nangi Thangachi, what is the principal loan amount? One more time, please.
50,000.
50,000, there you go. Principal loan amount is 50,000. Not so difficult, right? Principal loan amount is 50,000. Principal loan amount. Loan amount. I'm doing good, Mariam. Thank you so much for asking, Nangi. Ungaloda Ashirvadathila nalla ikkiren. Principal loan amount. My students Ashirvadam. I'm doing good. Principal loan amount is 50,000 rupees, right? How many monthly installments, Nuzeha Nangi?
10.
10 equal monthly installments. Not so difficult at all, right? 10 equal monthly installments. So what is the first step? So Sadamini takes a loan of 50,000 rupees from a bank that charges an annual interest rate of 12%. The loan should be repaid in 10 equal monthly installments. Find the amount of a monthly installment. Not going to be difficult. What you're going to do is, the first step is you are going to calculate the interest. Without calculating the interest, you can't find the installment amount. The green color one is the principal loan amount. The red color is the interest. We know the principal loan amount, right, Nuzeha? Do we know the interest? Tell me, Nangi.
No.
Not yet, right? Not yet. So do we calculate the interest in the beginning, or do we calculate the interest at the end?
In the beginning.
Absolutely genius. You are in the beginning. So lahi lahi, right? Let's pray to Allah and let's start calculating the interest, right? So this is the interest. Calculating the interest. Interest ikda. Do this question with me. I believe in you guys. I don't know many of you. I know some of you, but I believe in all of you. I know you can do this without a problem. When you learn this in school, you will see how easy this is compared to what they teach you in school. I promise, okay? Learn this now. What is the formula, Nuzeha? Month into? Absolutely. Even you memorized it now, Nuzeha? What a genius you are. Month into month. So what do you mean by month into month? Monthly loan amount, month units into monthly interest. Isn't that easy? One more time. Monthly loan amount into month units into monthly interest. We're going to use this formula. Nuzeya, what is the principal loan amount, Nangi?
50,000.
This 50,000 should be divided by what to find the monthly loan amount? Don't answer yet. Remember, Nangis and Mallis, 50,000 is the whole loan, the principal loan, the mulu mudala, right? What should you divide 50,000 by, Nuzeha, to get the monthly loan amount?
10.
Absolutely genius you are. There are 10 equal monthly installments, Ned. Can you Nangis and Mallis understand? There are 10 equal monthly installments. Divide 50,000 by 10. Month units is a bit tricky, but I will help you with another shortcut. Javed sir is all about shortcuts, right, Nuzeha? Because I'm short, that's the reason. You know, I'm very short, right? I'm a Kattayan, right, Nuzeha? Have you seen me? Haven't seen me in real life, right? I'm
I have.
Saryana Kattayan.
I
You
once
have
came
in
to
real
your
life?
seminar,
No.
English literature seminar,
You
during
did
O-levels.
in real life? No. Crap,
Yes.
you never came and said hi, Nuzeha.
I did say hi. I think you didn't know me that much during those times.
Son of a gun? Okay. So I was a giant, right? I was a big bugger, right? Okay, so coming back to the point, but what I do is short. I like shortcuts. So the month units are Nuzea because there are 10 equal monthly installments. We are gonna calculate the month units like this: 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 all the way to 10. Now you might ask me, Javed sir, why did we do this? Why did I take 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus all the way to 10? That is the method. That is the method, okay? When I tell you pi r squared, when I tell you that the area of a circle is pi r square, do you ask me, Javed sir, what is pi? You don't, right? And there is no point of asking me, Javed sir, why did you take 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus all the way to 10? This is the method. This is the easy method, by the way. This is the method. In the future, once you become very thorough with this, I can explain why we use these formulas. Or you can use your own intuition to find why we use these formulas. You can try by yourself to prove these formulas. But we don't need to waste time talking about how we got the formula. No one asks where pi came from, right? And Evage, don't ask where the month units came from. Just use it. Get an A for the O-level maths paper and forget about it. So how do you calculate the month units? Because there are 10 installments, Nuzeha. We took 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 all the way to 10. Monthly interest, Nuzeha Nangi, 12% is the annual interest. We must divide 12% by what to find the monthly interest?
12.
Genius you are. 12% is divided by 12. 12% is the annual interest. 12% is for 1 year. That means you must divide 12% by 12 to get the monthly interest percentage. Not so difficult. So 50,000 divided by 10 is 5,000. But now, how do you add 1 to 2, 3, 4 all the way to 10? You know, Nuzeha, that this is called an what series? My grade 10 Podi Babala know what series this is. Nuzeha, it's called an arithmetic or genius. You are arithmetic series, you are right. So how do you get the sum of an arithmetic series? If you don't know, you can add manually. 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 plus 4 is 10. You can add manually if you don't know the sum of an arithmetic series. But if you are a grade 10 pupil, you might know that the sum of an arithmetic series is n divided by 2, a plus l. One more time. Nana yata deka apple. That is the sum of an arithmetic series. So we'll get back to that. 12% divided by 12 Nuzeha Nangi. How much percent?
1.
What a difficult calculation, Nuzeha. 1. Did you use a calculator for that?
No.
You use a calculator, right? That's why you answered so quickly, 1%. Catch up to where we are. Lian, write this now itself. Take out a book, take out a paper. Write the question down, follow this. We'll be doing at least 5 questions at least. So in the end of the 5th question, you guys will understand this formula like it is nothing. You guys are going to understand this formula like it is nothing, baby. So go ahead. Catch up to where we are. So 5,000 will not change. Nuzeha, how many terms are in this series?
10.
You're right, 10. So n is 10, right? Nuzeha, A is the first term, right? Starts with 1. So what is A's value?
1.
Absolutely, A is 1. L is the last term. What is the last term?
10.
Absolutely, 10. 1% can be written as 1 over what, Nuzeha?
1 over 10.
Absolutely, absolutely. 1 over 100, right, Nuzeha? 1 over 100. How many times do you say Nuzeha per day? Depends on the day, but minimum 1,000 times, right, Nuzeha? Minimum 1,000 times, right? So coming back to the point, the reason why we converted 1% into a fraction. So if you don't know Nangis and Mallis, remember, any percentage can be written as a fraction. For example, 10% is 10 over 100. 1% is 1 over 100. 5%, Nuzeya, tell me Nangi, 5 over
100.
500%, Nuzeya, is what over 100?
500.
500 over 100, 8% Nuzeya is what over 100?
8 over
A over 100, pi percent Nuzeya is what over 100?
pi over 100.
Pi over 100. Nuzeya, you know, you can understand, right, Nuzeya? Percentages can be converted into a fraction by writing it over 100. I call it putting a kalasan. I call it putting a kalasan. We put a kalasan to the 1. So 1 over 100 is 1%. So we're going to get 5,000 into 5 into 11 over 100. Now we can start simplifying this. Nuzeya, do you know to cut the zeros? Zeros above the line can be cancelled by zeros below the line, right, Nuzeya? So how many zeros of this 5,000 can you cut?
2.
2 zeros. My God, ain't the kanne pattidum. So finally, we're going to get 50 into 55. 50 into 55. How many rupees is the interest, Nuzeha? It is 275. You guys can do the calculations, okay? 275 rupees.
2,750.
2,750. Thanks a lot, Nuzeha. You're genius. I was testing you, Nuzeha. I was testing whether you were paying attention. So good. 2,750 rupees. That is the interest. Catch up to where we are, everybody. We're going to do more questions like this. You guys are going to become geniuses with regards to calculating the interest for the reducing balance. This is an absolutely easy lesson. The textbook has made it overcomplicated. So now, Baba, I know. So catch up to where we are, please. 2,750 is the interest. 2,750 is the interest. Now we found the interest. Yay. What is the next step, Nuzeya? What are we going to calculate? After calculating the interest, there is only one thing left to calculate, Nangi. Eka thama, the
installment.
Absolutely, installment. You got it. So remind me, all caught up. If someone needs some more time to write this down, please put your hands up. If someone here needs some time to write this down, everyone done, my God. They're like you, Nuzeya. They're all like you. They're hardworking geniuses. Nangi, how much is the principal loan amount cake size?
50,000.
50,000, well done. 50,000 is the principal loan amount. Nangi, how much is the interest?
12%.
No, interest rupees.
2,750.
2,750, well done. So this is the principal loan amount, right? This is the principal loan amount. And this is the interest. We have calculated the interest. Now, Nangi, we have to add 50,000 to 2,750 and divide it by what?
10.
Absolutely 10. Can you understand that, Nangis and Mallis? The principal loan amount was divided by 10 because Nuzeha, must I pay this 50,000 rupees at once or 10 times?
10 times.
Spread between 10 times, right? 50,000 will be broken into 10 pieces because you are paying it in 10 monthly installments. 2,750 will also be broken into 10 pieces because you're paying it in 10 monthly installments. So 50,000 divided by 10 is 5,000. 2,750 divided by 10 is 275. So the amount, an installment is 5,275. There is one thing missing from this answer, Nuzeha. What is it? In maths, if you want the full marks, exactly, you have to add the unit, right? Don't forget the unit, rupees 5,275. If you couldn't understand, don't worry. We're doing another question. In 10, write this down. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Write this down quickly. 4. You guys ready? Are you guys tired? No, right? No, say, are you tired? No, right? You aren't. Say you're not, right? Exactly. How can you feel tired? 3. Quickly. 2, 1. Let's go to the next question, baby. Let's go to the next question. A government servant. Like me, right, Nusay? I'm a government servant, right? A government servant can acquire a loan up to 10 times up. We'll leave this useless question. I don't like the government. I'm kidding. No, this is easy, but there is a long calculation. Let's forget about it. I like dining tables. Let's do this question. A dining table worth 35,000 rupees can be purchased with a rupees 5,000 cash down payment. So you have to make a small down payment, right, Nuzeya? So when paying by Coco, sponsored by Coco, by the way, when paying by Coco, do you have to make a down payment?
Not exactly, but you should pay the first installment then and there.
That's the down payment, Nuzeya. So yeah, they got a down payment kiyan bang. If you think about it. What did you buy in Coco? What did you buy?
I sometimes purchase clothes.
You sometimes purchase clothes. The clothes that you are wearing now, was that bought by Coco?
No.
Okay. Next time, in the next seminar, show us the clothes you bought from Coco, right? Show us like Pernal, after Pernal shopping, like you're showing your family. Show us, okay? Anything else that you bought from Coco, Nuzeha?
I've bought face wash like this cosmetic stuff.
That's why your skin looks so good. Oh my God. All right. I will buy face wash from Coco from now on. Okay. The dining table is 35,000 rupees, Nuzeha. If I paid 5,000, can you tell me the principal loan amount?
30,000.
Genius you are. Oh my God. Are you sure you don't want to come and teach today, Nuzeha? 30,000 it is. I think Nuzeha is using Chat GPT to give me these answers. I suspect it. 35,000 is the amount, the price of the dining table. Absolutely, Ashwin, genius you are. 5,000 to 5,275 is the monthly installment. Well done. The monthly installment, Ashwin. That's why you're winning, right? Ashwini. Oh, Ashwini. Yes, Ashwini. It is 5,275. This is a new question, Ashwini, okay? This is a new question. 35,000 kiyak gewada nuzeha? 5,000, right? 5,000. That means 30,000 rupees is the principal loan amount. So what's the next step, Nuzaya? You know the next step. What is the next step? Tell me, Nangi.
You find the interest.
Genius, you calculate the interest. Step 2, let's calculate the interest. So how do you calculate the interest? Your Javed Ayya showed you a formula. Mokak the formula eka month into month into month. Love it. What is the so monthly loan amount into month units into monthly interest, right? Monthly interest percentage. Monthly interest percentage. If the loan is 30,000 Nuzeha, how much will you divide it by to get the monthly loan amount?
15.
15, well done, because there are 15. Ashwini, can you understand, Nangi? 15 monthly installments. Metis daha. You don't pay at once, you pay paraval kiyakata 15, right? You pay part of it in the first month, second month, third month, all the way until the 15th month. How many month units? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus all the way to Kia the Nuzeha.
15.
15, you're right. Well done. 15 into 18% is the annual interest. What should I divide this by to get the monthly interest?
12.
You're right. Well done. 12. You got it. Very easy. So 30 divided by 15 is 2, right? 30,000 divided by 15 is 2,000. All right. So how do you add? How do you add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all the way to 15? Use the formula. Nana yata deka mokakda. Nana yata deka apple. You learn this formula when you learn arithmetic sequences. 18 divided by 12, 18 divided by 3. Kia the Nuzeha. 6. 18 divided by 6 kia the.
3.
Well done. 3%. 12 divided by 6 is 2.
2.
We divided the Udakal by 6 and the Yatakal by 6. We divided this is called simplification. I think everybody here knows what simplification is. We divided the Udakal by 6 and we divided the Yatakal by 6. Udakal is called the numerator. Yatakal is called the, what is it called, Nuzeha?
Denominator.
What do you like? Do you like the numerator or denominator, Nuzeha? Don't answer that question. Let's move forward. So tell me this, Nuzeha. So in this example, what is n? How many terms are there in this arithmetic sequence?
15.
15 terms. Well done. Divided by 2. And now tell me, Nangi, how many, what is A in this example? In this sequence, A is 1. Well done. L is?
15.
15, you're right. You got it. Into 3 over 2 what? Put a color, son. 3 over 2.
100.
100. You got it. Well done. The reason why we converted the percentage into a fraction is because percentages can confuse you. The first thing you do when you see a percentage is you convert it into a fraction. Baba, 3% is 3 over 100. But here there is a 2 under 3. 2 is the denominator. Therefore, I wrote it as 3 over 200. Almost done, almost done. So we can cancel off, we can write 2000 into 15 into 16 over 2, right? Into 3 over 200. You know that you can cut the zeros on top of the line and cancel them by the zeros under the line. Nuzaya Nangi, tell me, how many zeros can you remove from this 2000?
2.
You're right, you got it. Cut, 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 cut. And you can cut the 2 also, right? You can cut the 2 as well. So we're going to get 10 here, 10. Cut the 2. 16 divided by 2 is 8. Catch up to where we are, everyone. You guys can start writing. You guys can start writing. So we're going to get 10 into 15 into 8 into 3. I'll double check my simplification. No mistakes have been made. Double checking my simplification, I can tell you that no mistakes have been made. So 10 into 15 into 8 into 3. So basically, let's take 24 into 15, right? 24 into 15. 8 into 3 is 24, right? 24 into 15 is... Kiyada Nuzeha, tell your Javed Daya, 24 into 15, is it 360? It is 360, right? It is 360. So 3,600 is the answer. 3,600 is the answer. So what is the interest? Remember, Baba, 3,600 tama is called the interest. What is the next step, Nuzeha?
You find the installment.
Genius you are. You find the installments, right? You find the installments. That is the next step. So let's visualize this. Catch up to where we are, okay? Nangis and Mallis, catch up to where we are. Let's do 2 more questions. 2 more questions and we are done, I promise, okay? You use this formula. We'll do an exam question, by the way. Let's do an exam, a past paper question. Remember this formula in your textbook. This formula is messed up. In your textbook, they have messed up this formula. They have made it more difficult. So your Javed Daya doesn't like making things complicated. What we do is we simplify everything. We make things simple. Okay. So Nuzaya, help your Javed Daya. What is the principal loan amount? Do you remember the principal loan amount, Nangi?
30,000.
You're right. Well done. Principal loan amount 30,000. You got it. The principal loan amount is 30,000. Ekata, you have to add the interest. We calculated the interest, Nuzeha. What's the interest?
3,600.
Absolutely, 3,600. So remember, this is the principal loan, right? This is the interest. How many monthly installments, Nuzeha?
15.
You're right. Monthly installment is, there are 15 monthly installments. 30,000, divide that by 15. 3,600, divide that by 15 as well. So 30,000 divided by 15 is 2,000. 3,600 divided by 15, Kiyada Nuzeha Nangi. I think it's 120 or something. You got the answer, Absa. Oh my God, Absa, genius. Enda kanne pattidum. My pupils are geniuses, dude, right?
It's 240.
240, thanks. I was testing you, Nuzeha. 240, you're right. 240. Was testing you, Nuzeha. You have passed my test. You know what happens when you pass my test, Nuzeha? Nothing happens. 2,240. Sriram, you are right. Absa, you're right. So you see how easy it is, right, Absa? Do you see how easy calculating the interest for the reducing balance is? We taught it in a free session. You don't have to join 6-hour-long seminars to learn something as simple as this. The reason is, now why is this complicated? The reason is, many of you have learned this using textbooks. All right? Shahil, what's going on, man? Welcome to Javed sir's class, where the class never gets boring, Shahil. Shahil says hi to you, Nuzeya. Shahil, you remember Nizra, right? Do you remember Nizra, Shahil? Nuzeya is her sister, man. That's crazy. See, that's crazy, right? That's Nuzeya is Nizra's sister, man. That's crazy, right? They have one more sister. So when Nuzeya leaves, I'll take the other sister. They have one more sister left. So their parents have given me a supply of admins, coordinators. The reason, Baba, your math syllabus is so difficult is because there are 5 textbooks. The problem is the textbook questions will not be given in the exam. Can you believe that? If you want, take a look at a few past paper questions and then go to your textbook. The questions are completely different. I'll tell you guys now, the textbook was not created to help the student. Who does the textbook help, Nuzeha? The teacher, right? The teacher can keep the student busy. Can you Nangis and Mallis understand? The textbook is a tool that the teacher uses to keep the student busy. Textbooks don't help you in the exam. That is why this lesson is one of the most difficult lessons in your syllabus, because they teach you using the textbook. You don't need the textbook. You need common sense. Let's do another question. Let's do one more. Okay. A motorcycle. Can you ride motorcycles, Nuzeya? I'll teach you. Don't worry. Scooties, padinna puluwanda. Scooties.
Yeah,
Okay, great. You have license?
not yet.
License නැතුව කොහමද පදින්නේ මේ?
I just know how to ride it.
Oh my God. That's illegal. Okay, gonna move forward. No wonder women get into accidents. I'm kidding. A motorcycle. I'll teach you one day to ride, to get your license, Nuzeya. Remind me, okay? Double selam potu povam. A motorcycle priced at 1,50,000 for outright purchase can be bought by making a down payment of 30,000 rupees. Nuzeya, tell me, what is the principal loan amount?
150,000?
Minus?
30,000.
You got it. 1,50,000 is the price of the motorcycle, but you have to make a 30,000 rupees down payment. That means the loan will sum up to 1,20,000 rupees. Now you can't buy a motorcycle for 120 lakhs, right? Holy crap, you can't even buy a bicycle for 120, I think. So, welcome to Sri Lanka. Welcome to Sri Lanka, everybody. You know now a motorcycle is like 1 million rupees, right, Nuzeha? Like a good normal motorcycle, yeah, dude. 1 million rupees. Malakeliya, another busla poelum.
Those are like 8 lakhs, the second handed as well.
Oh, yeah, exactly. So 8 lakhs is nearly 1 million. I'm going to take the bus man, right? And Mavidanyana, right? 1 million in a Koduma. So do I look like I have, right? Do I look like I have 1 million? So the principal loan amount is 1,20,000 rupees. And now we must, what's the next step, Nuzeya? You know this, Nangi. What's the next step?
We must find the interest.
Genius you are. Interest ikda. Let's calculate the interest. You got it. Calculate the interest. And you know that the interest is going to be calculated. We are going to calculate the interest using our formula month into month into month. So what do you mean by month into month into month? Monthly loan amount into month units into the monthly interest percentage. So easy. What is the monthly loan amount, Nangi? If the principal loan amount is 1,20,000, what should you divide it by, Nuzaiha? How many installments,
24.
Nangi?
24. 2 years.
You're right, well done. So Nuzaiha figured it out. What a genius she is. Everyone give her a round of applause. Let's sing happy birthday to Nuzaiha. I'm kidding. When I was in school, Nuzaiha, and a student, I went to an all-boys school. When I was in school, Nuzaiha, and when someone said a correct answer, all the boys would clap their hands and sing happy birthday. So no one said correct answers. We were psychos, right? It wasn't the birthday. It wasn't our birthdays. But when someone said a correct answer in the maths period, everyone clapped their hands and sang happy birthday. Do that if you can in school, everyone. Be useless students like my friends. 2 is 24 months. Well done, Ashwini. 24 months. Masa 24, right? They pay the 1,20,000 rupees between 24 months. So 1,20,000, you are going to divide it by 24 nether. Also remember, how do you find the month units? Nuzaya, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus all the way to key at the
24.
24, you got it, 24. What is the monthly interest? If the annual interest is 24%, I must divide this by key at the
24.
No.
12.
Annual, 12. You're right, 12. 24%.
This 24% is per year.
Exactly. 24 is annual. It's mentioned here. Everyone make a note of it. If 24 is annual, you're going to divide that by 12, right? This 24 is not connected to the installment plan. This 24 is annual. It's given in the question, 24 per year. 24 annual means 24 per year. That means you have to divide 24 by 12 to get the monthly interest percentage. Let's move forward. 12 has 1 12. 24 has 2 12s. 1 plus 2 plus 3 all the way to 24. You can calculate it by using Nana Yata Deka Apple. This is taught when you find the sum of an arithmetic sequence. So 24 divided by 12, Nuzaya, is 2%. Let's keep moving forward. 10,000 over 2. 10,000 divided by 2 is here, the 5,000, right? 5,000 into. So what is n in this example, Nuzaiha?
24.
24, you're right. N is the number of terms. There are 24 terms. 24 over 2. What is A in this example, Nuzaiha? A is the
1.
first term, 1. What is the last term of the
24.
arithmetic sequence? 24, you got it. Into, we'll put a collision for the 2. We'll put a collision 2 over key at the, Nuzaiha. 2 over
100.
You're right, 2 over 100. So we have 5,000 into 24 over 2 into 25 into 2 over 100. Baba, can you see that we can cancel off the 2's? Chick, chick. We can cut the zeros. 1, 2, 1, 2. We get 50 into 24 into 25. 50 into 24 into 25. I'll check your answer now, Shri Ram. So now, Malli, we've got, we'll say 100 into 12 into 25. 12 into 25 is it 3? Is it 300 100, 300, right, Nusaiha?
Yes.
12 into 25 is 300. 300 into 100, Shriram, you're a genius. 30,000 rupees. Not so difficult, right, Shriram? It's so simple when you use this formula, when you use this format. Without following the textbook, I challenge all of you guys. After the seminar, go through the textbook and try to learn calculating the interest for the reducing balance. It becomes more difficult. So 30,000 is the interest, right? 30,000 Shriram is not the installment, it's the interest, Malli, interest. So now we know the interest, right? What is the principal loan amount of the previous question, Nuzeiha? Can you tell me, Nangi?
120,000.
You're right, 120,000. So the 120,000 is the principal loan amount. We're almost done, okay? I'm very proud that you guys are like soldiers. You guys are working hard, and your hard work is what makes us work hard, right, Nuzeiha? Why are we doing this? We're doing this for their future, right, Nuzeiha? We're doing this because we care about the future of Sri Lanka. What is the interest, Nuzeiha? This is the principal
30,000.
loan amount. 30,000 is the interest. Well done. Nangi, I must divide these by kiyada. I must divide these by how many monthly installments, Nuzeiha?
24.
Well done. So this is you're right, Ashwini, genius. You are Hafsa, you are right. Installment. Divide these by 24, 24. This is going to be 2,000, right? 2,000. No. You have to divide these by, so we'll take 1,50,000 and we'll divide it by 24. You can do that, right? The denominators are the same. You can add 1,20,000 and 30,000. Divide that by 24. You're going to get a decimal amount, I believe. You're going to get a decimal amount, by the way, sadly. So 1,20,000 divided by 24 is 2,000, right? 2,000. We got that previously. Neither. Now 2,000 the. Oh my God.
It's
5,000. 5,000. Yeah, exactly. 5,000. 5,000. Perfect.
Divide by 150,000 also, you're not getting a decimal answer.
Exactly. We are getting a. Oh yeah. Obviously, you're right, Nuzeiha. You're right. So 30,000 has 30,000 has 3. 10,000 threes. Okay, 10,000 threes. 24 has 6 threes. No, 8 threes. So 10,000 has 10,000 has how many fours? 2,500 fours, right? I'll just divide 10,000 by 8, okay? That's easy. Divide 10,000 by 8. I hope I haven't made a mistake. No, I haven't. Just divide 10,000 by 8 because 30,000 has 10,000 threes. 24 has 8 threes. Perfect. Give me a second. I'll verify the answer. Thank God we are not getting a decimal, right, Nuzeiha? Thank Allah. 2, 16, 40, 5. Perfect. It is. You are right, Ashwini. It is 6,250. Rupees 6,000. Hafsa, well done. 6,250. So it's not a decimal amount. It is. The installment is, the monthly installment is 6,250. Don't you love it? We'll do 2 more questions. But now, Poddak Karakavala, we are going to change the question. Now we are going to find the annual interest rate. Now they have given us the monthly installment. You know they do that in maths, right, Nuzeiha? Oh, and by the way, so many pupils are asking me about the classes. How do you join the classes? How can we join free seminars in the future? Good questions, Baba. So the first thing is I'll drop mine and Nuzaiha's numbers. My name is Javed. You can call me Javed. Right, Nuzaiha? Nuzaiha's name is Nuzaiha. You can call her Nuzaiha. All right. So Javed's number is not 7796394434. Nuzaiha's number is not 777060963. There you go. So if you want, by the way, only WhatsApp us, okay? Only WhatsApp. Don't call Karandepa. We get enough calls, right, Shada? Don't call us, only WhatsApp. WhatsApp message in reporting. If you want to join our classes, or if you want to join future free sessions, if you want to make maths fun, right? We make maths fun, don't we, Nuzay Heights? This is, I think, the only maths class, online maths class in Sri Lanka that is not boring. All right? Isn't that so, Nuzaiha? So coming back, because, we care about our pupils. We care about your future. So drop us a WhatsApp message. If you can, give us some feedbacks, right? Give us feedbacks about Javed sir's teaching. Give us feedback about Nuzaiha's makeup. Give us, all right. Give us some feedback. Give us some, motivation, right, Mallis? Motivation. You did a good job, Javed sir. In the Madri Nare Semina saying, Illa Nalla Velangichi. Give us some positive feedback. That would help us a lot. Especially Nuzaiha would, because she's suicidal, right? Nuzaiha is depression, Bulundi Kira. He's depressed, right? So send us some motivational quotes. So we will keep giving you our absolute best. Hope you guys wrote the numbers down. All right. Let's jump right in, baby. Is Nuzaiha doing O-levels this year? No, Nuzaiha is a teacher. Whoever you are, right? Nuzaiha is a teacher, by the way. Let's move forward then. Yeah, aren't you, Nuzaiha? Nuzaiha taught me when I was doing O-levels. Nuzaiha was my teacher. Mr. Kumar has acquired a loan of 12,000 ayo, which he intends to repay in 6 equal monthly installments. The amount paid in a monthly installment is 2,100. Baba, here, the monthly installment has been given. So now you don't have to calculate the monthly installment. Here, they have given you the monthly installment. Nuzaiha, how many times must I pay 2,100? Tell me, Nangi.
6 times.
You're right. You got it. 6 times. Well done. 6 times. 2,100 must be paid 6 times. 12,600. Right? Now, out of this 12,600, Nuzaiha, what is the principal loan amount? Shahada, by the way, who is better, Salma or Nuzaiha? Shahada, you're there, right, Shahada? Who's better, Salma or Nuzaiha? All right, gotta throw some shade, right? Oh yeah, Shahada, yeah, exactly. Oh yeah. So, as I was saying, thanks a lot. By the way, someone says I sound like a cricket commentator. Thank you so much. So I was also suicidal, but in the message alarm path, I don't want to commit suicide. Okay. So I've got motivation, Avi Kiran. So thanks a lot. So Shahada says Nuzaiha is better. All right. Of course. Got to throw some shade, right, Shahada? Got to throw some shade. Absolutely, Ashwini. Recordings will also be shared. Drop us a message through WhatsApp, okay? I hope everyone drop our numbers in the chat, Nuzaiha. I'll drop the numbers in the chat. Nuzaiha might drop different numbers. Okay, I'll drop our numbers in the chat. It's not 77-963-9434. And then not 777-060-963. Those are the 2 numbers that you can reach through WhatsApp. Nuzaiha, out of this 12,600, what is the principal loan amount?
12,000.
You got it. if 12,000 is the principal loan amount, if 12,000 is the principal loan amount, what is 600? Nuseha, tell me Nangi.
Interest.
You're right. Interest ikda 600 is interest. 600 is interest. Love it. All right. Thanks a lot, Hafsa. Hafsa also says don't commit suicide. Thank you so much, Hafsa. All right. So let's move forward. So 600 is the interest, right, Nangi? Nuzaya, tell me what is the formula that we will use to calculate the interest? Month into
Month into month.
Absolutely, you got it. Month into month into month. एक यानी monthly loan amount. Then we have month units. This formula never changed, right, Nuzeha? Exact same formula. We recycle it over and over and over again into monthly interest percentage. All right. So now we have to find the annual interest rate, right, Nuzeha? What is the monthly loan amount? 12,000 divided by what, Baba?
6.
You're right. Well done. Month units is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus all the way to 6. We talked about this. This is an arithmetic or geometric sequence, Nuzeha. Arithmetic sequence. You got it. Monthly interest percentage. Do I know or don't I know?
You don't know.
I don't know. If I don't know something in maths, Nuzeha, what will I use?
X.
You're right. I'm going to use X, right? If I don't know something in maths, I'm going to use X. But here, will I use X percent or will I put X a kalisan? X over what, Nangi?
100.
Absolutely. X over 100. Remember, don't use percentages. Use X over 100. Don't use 1%. Use 1 over 100. Don't use 10%. Use 10 over 100. Don't use X percent. Use X over 100. So here we have 2,000. What is the formula that we are going to use? Oh, tell me 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus all the way to 6 ke Nuzeha. 21 is it? 21. Can you count and tell me? 21 neither. Yes? No?
Yes.
21. There we go, baby. Kauda, right? Darakita, right? 1 plus, it's 21. There are 21 month units. So by now, everybody knows how to use Nana Yata Deka Apple. X into 100. How many zeros can I cut? Nusaya, tell me, how many zeros can I cut? Kapanava, zeros. 20 into 21x. So I will get 420x. I've never been called 420. Okay, 420x. You know what 420 means, Nuzeya? In Tamil movies, right? Say 420, Sariyana 420 on 420 means ganja karaya. I don't know why, but 420 in English means they are smoking ganja. So 420. In Tamil movies, you guys might have heard Sariyana 420 on the person who smokes ganja. So 420x. Okay. X is 420. Yes, true. X's are 420s. Yes. All right. See, Javed sir teaches you so many things. 420 means fraud. Really? In English, 420 means someone who smokes pot. So I thought that is the meaning. So now tell me this, Nuzeha, 420x is equal to what? Now 420x is the interest, right, Nangi? We found the interest before this. What do you think, Nangi? Look at the left side of the screen. How much is the interest?
600.
600. 420x is equal to 600. 420x is equal to 600. Brilliant. Now tell me, if I want to make x, the subject of this equation, I have to divide both sides by kiyada. I'll take the next slide, by the way. So once again, previously, we're almost done, okay? We're almost done. One more question and we are done, okay? You guys can catch up to where we are, by the way. So again, the formula will never change. Catch up to where we are, 2,100 into 6. The reason is 2,100 is the installment. So in this question, they have given us the installment. We have to find the annual interest. So we have two interests, right? In this example, we have two values for the interest. The interest is 600 rupees and the interest is 420x. Sariana fraud, right, Ahmed? 420x. So, AKN 420x is equal to 600. Divide both sides by 420 to make x the subject. To make x a loan, you divide both sides by 420. X is equal to 60 over 42. Right? Wait. They don't love you like I love you. Wait, tell me. X is the monthly interest, right, Nuzeyha?
Yes.
X is the monthly interest percentage. We took X as the monthly interest percentage. To find the annual interest percentage, what must I do, Nangi?
Multiply it by 12.
Absolutely. To find the annual interest percentage, I will multiply x by 12. What is x's value, Nuzeyha? 60 over?
42.
You're right. 60 over 42 is x's value. So I know that 60 has 10 sixes. 42 has how many sixes? 42 has...
Is it 7?
7 sixes. You're right. Absolutely. 7 sixes. Correct. Yeah, thanks a lot, Shahad. All right. Okay. Thank you so much for your words of encouragement. Shahada knows that I'm really suicidal. Okay. 10 over 7 into 12, right? So it is 120 divided by 7. That is the annual interest percentage. 120 into divided by 7. So 50, 749 point 1 17.12 is the answer. Everyone got 17.12. 17.12%. So basically 120 divided by 7. Sometimes you get these ugly answers. Katai mona karanne 120 divided by 7. Yes, 17.4. No, 14. 17.14. Not 12, 14. 17 point something. Okay, got it right. Thanks a lot, Hafsa. Okay. Now you have become Fulsa, Hafsa. One more question and we are done. One more question and we are done, baby. Here's an exam question. Here is an exam question. A television set. Perfect. Let's do this exam question. Last question. Oh, no, we'll do a different kind of a question. Monthly installment. Oh, we'll do this question. 2017. You have to calculate the annual interest that is charged. you have to calculate the annual interest that is charged. Last question, then we'll be done. Right? What are you going to do after the session, Nuzeyha?
I have work to do.
You have work. What work? Oh my God.
Office work.
Office work at home in a Koduma. I
Yeah,
hope they're paying you
because I've
overtime.
got work tomorrow.
Okay, all right. So homework, office homework. Good. So homework, Senji, you have to go to school, go to work tomorrow. Very good. Okay. Pau. So this is very similar to the previous question. Write the question down. Let's do it. Let's do it. Last question. Last question, Baba. The price of an Almera is 30,000 rupees. When it is purchased outright, it can also be purchased by making a down payment of 6,000 rupees and paying the remaining amount with interest in 24 equal monthly installments of 1,100 rupees each. So first of all, I have to find the total. What is the monthly installment, Nuzeyha?
1,100.
1,100 it is. You're going to multiply 1,100 by how much?
24.
Absolutely. You're going to multiply 1,100 by 24 because there are 24 monthly installments. 1,100 into 24 is... Here. 26,400 Nuzeyha.
Yes.
Yeah, see, Javed is a genius, right? Oh my God. Like ChatGPT. 26,400, that's the total. Now, Nuzeyha, look at the question and tell me what is the principal loan amount? Not 30,000. After the down payment, what is the principal loan amount?
24,000.
24,000, you got it. This 26,400 will be broken into two pieces. The principal loan amount, it is 24,000, like Nuzeyha said, right? And then look at the interest. What is the interest, Nuzeyha? You found the interest.
2,400.
Absolutely, 2,400. You got it. Oh my God, it's beautiful, beautiful. Hurry. Matching. 2,400. Now, Nuzeyha, you're going to use the formula. The interest formula is month into month. We did this many times, right, Shahada? So do you see in the exam, you do the same thing over and over again. Every year has the same question, hodala, repeated again. So here, the monthly loan amount, month units into monthly interest. Isn't that interesting? We made interest interesting, right, Nuzeyha? You can put that in your CV. Along with Javed, sir, we made interest interesting. What is the monthly loan amount, Nuzeyha? Take 24,000 divided by the
24.
24, because there are 24 monthly installments. Well done, Nangi. Month units, 1 plus 2 plus 3 all the way to the
24.
Month units. You're right, 24, you got it. 24 it is. Monthly interest, Nuzeyha, do I know it or don't I know it?
We do know it.
Monthly interest percentage, Nangi. Do we know the percentage?
No.
We do not. Well done. Catch up to where we are, everyone. Catch up to where we are. By now, you have become a master. Nuzeyha, will I write it as X% or X over 100?
X over 100.
You got it. X over 100. Let's make it count. There's 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes. Let's make it count. 24,000 divided by 24 is 1,000. So how much is 1 plus 2 plus 3 all the way to 24, Nuseha? Is it 600? 1 plus 2 plus 3 all the way to 24. Is it 600? Use Nana at the capital, okay? Let's use Nana at the capital. X over 100. Nangi, Nana yata deka apple. The formula that you are going to use to find the sum of an arithmetic sequence. How much is n, Shriram? Tell me, Nuseya, how many terms do we have in this sequence?
24.
24, you're right. A plus L, Nuseya. Tell me A plus L kiyada.
1 plus 24.
1 plus 24 is 25. You got it. X over 100. Let's do it. So how many month units, Nuseya?
Sorry?
How many month units? It's 300, I think. Doesn't
Yes,
matter. Let's cut the zeros. Cut, cut. Cut, cut. 10 into 12 into 25. So 12 into 25 is 300. 3,000 is the interest, right, Nangi? 3,000 rupees is the interest. No, apologies. Can't forget the X, right? Can't forget the X. Into X. 3,000X is the interest. 3,000X is the interest. Catch up to where we are, Satpat Gala. If you couldn't understand how we calculated the month units, put your hands up, please. If you couldn't understand how we calculated the month units, everybody got it right? Everybody got it right? Great. So 3,000X. Let's move forward. Tell me, Nuseha, 3,000X is equal to kiyada? I believe in you, Nuseha. 3,000X is equal to kiyada?
2,400.
You're right. Well done. Nuseya says that 3,000X is equal to 2,400. That is true, right? We found the interest in two places. So now we can find X. We have two values for the interest. 3,000X. Catch up to where we are. Write this down. Write this down. Catch up to where we are. Last question. Don't give up. Don't give up. That is the biggest mistake of Sri Lankans, right, Nuseha? They give up quickly. We don't give up, right? We are the new generation, right, Nuseha? I'm also in that, okay? I'm also the new generation. All right, I did A-levels last year, right? I did A-levels last year. Nuseha is still Montessori. So 3,000X is equal to 2,400, right, Nuseha? So X is equal to 24,000 over 2,400 over 3,000. X is equal to 24 over 30. Now, Baba, X is the monthly interest, right, Nangi? How do I find the annual interest percentage?
Into 12.
Absolutely. The annual interest percentage is X into 12. A kyanne 24 over 30 into 12. So 24 over 30 into 12. 24 over 30 into 12. I know 30 has 10 threes. 12 has 4 threes. Multiply 4 by 24, Nuseha, you get 90. Multiply 4 by 24, Nangi. You get 90.
96, right?
96. Don't forget about the divided by 10. because there is a division by 10, I will take 1 decimal place. 9.6%. If you got 9.6%, put your hands up, please. Shriram, genius you are. You got 9.6%. Hafsa, you did, my God. You are now full, sir, Hafsa. Rukeya, grade 10, Rukeya. Did you do it orally? Did you get the answer orally, Rukeya? I'm proud that you guys were a part of this experience. You will understand how valuable this session is when they teach you this in school. If you want, even right now, you can take out your textbook and try to learn calculating the interest for the reducing balance through the textbook. It will be very complicated. What we have done, what your Javed Ayya and Nuzeyha Dadi have done, is we have made your learning easy, right? We simplify and we don't make boring, right? We make it interesting. We take the boring away from maths. If you want to join our classes, if you want this document, if you want this PDF, right? If you want this PDF, drop us a message. This is Javed Ayya's number. This is Nuzeyha Dati's number. My name is Javed. You can call me Javed. Her name is Nuzeyha. You can call her Nuzeyha. My number is not 7796394434. Nuzeyha's number is not 777-060-963. So you can drop us a message and join our online classes, the only online maths class in Sri Lanka that is not boring. And if you want to join future free sessions, you can drop us a message through WhatsApp. And if you want the PDF document of today's session or the recordings of this session, you can drop us a message through WhatsApp. I'm so proud that you guys were a part of this experience, Nuzeyha. Thanks so much for joining. You made the session infinitely valuable. I hope that you're doing an amazing job like Nizra. I hope that we can get to that level in the past, right? Thanks a lot, everyone, for joining this session from the bottom of my heart, man. Without you guys, this would have been a boring session. So you guys made the session interesting. See you guys next time. Until then, take care and all the best.